Good afternoon, Liam Neild here with your MU review on this beautiful sunny Friday in Boone, North Carolina. I know that United played almost a week ago now, but with the international break, as you can see, I'm getting ready to watch the England game here in a little bit against Spain. That should be a good bit of fun. Quite excited to have a bit of a break from watching Man United play, to tell you the truth, because over the last month it's been a bit of a chore at times. But this game, at least we did get the victory. We beat West Bromwich Albion by 2-0. I was very pleased with it, despite the fact that I slept through the first half, and in fact that might have made me enjoy it a bit more, because sleeping through that first half, it seems like I just slept through something that, was very reminiscent of the things that we've been doing for the last, month or so, where we seem to have hit a bit of a wall since that game against Everton, where we really looked positive and strong going forward, and for some reason Louis van Gaal's dropped Ander Herrera, and all of a sudden all the impetus has gone out of the team in terms of an attacking sense. But today was better. We were playing a very stubborn Tony Pulis team, and it can't be overestimated how important it is to beat these teams. How many times we've slipped up against teams like West Brom. I mean, they beat us 1-0 at Old Trafford last season, beat us 2-1, the season before that. So it was good to get this victory, but let's not, bury the lead here. The big story today is Jesse Lingard. He was my man of the match in our last game that we played and against CSK in Moscow, and he was definitely my man of the match again today with a beautiful first goal for Manchester United. I was thrilled for the young man. He's been in United's youth academy for a long while. He's gone out on loan a lot. Very reminiscent of players like Harry Kane and Josh Townsend over at Spurs, who were going out on loan so often that it was almost as if you didn't see them ever actually getting into the team. And even United, with as good of a youth academy as we have many players, poor Pogba, but we don't want to talk about him, who never really got a chance in the first team and then just sort of got moved along after being so promising in our youth academy. So it's been good to see Van Gaal give Lingard a run in the team, and if he keeps playing the way he's playing and scoring goals like the one he scored today, not today, but against West Brom at the weekend, then I don't see any way that Memphis Depay is going to knock him out the team. Memphis Depay must be sulking on the bench somewhere. £31 million sitting on the bench at Old Trafford for a player who we bred for free. I mean, if that's not the DNA of Manchester United nowadays, I don't know what is. But it was fantastic that he got that goal, really well taken, and it really cracked the nut. I think that we were lucky in a sense that Saido Berahino didn't score an equaliser for West Brom, because he had it on a plate. He was about 6 yards out. The only time I've seen Chris Smalling and Daley Blind have a lapse in communication this season from my memory, and Berahino drifted completely unmarked into the 6-yard box and should have scored. I mean, there's no ifs, ands or buts about it. Ian Wright and Alan Shearer on Match of the Day were completely chastising him for missing that absolute sitter. But when it's going for you, we sort of needed a bit of luck in the last few weeks. I thought we were unlucky not to beat City. I thought we were, obviously we were quite poor against Crystal Palace, but we were unlucky not to beat Borough in the League Cup. So I think that having that little bit of luck was nice, and then having the penalty at the end to top it off was very nice as well from Mr. Juan Mata, who has sort of had a bit of a off-colour last couple of weeks, so it was good for him to sort of play well today and get back into that rhythm. But with that being said, it was an important win against a very tough team in West Bromwich Albion, and now we can sort of kick on after the international break. I believe this is the third international break of the season, and it's the first time that we're going into one off the back of a victory as opposed to a defeat. Obviously, we lost to Swansea and we lost to Arsenal. Those are our only two Premier League defeats this season, and they have both come immediately before international breaks, which is a bit spooky if you ask me. But we came back from the last international break and thumped Everton at Goodison Park, so if we can come back from this international break and do the same to Watford at Vicarage Road, I will be very satisfied. If you've watched this video, which I doubt you have, I'm obviously talking to no one at the moment, but if you have watched the video, throw a comment, a like on the video. It will make my day a little bit better. And if you've got anything you want to say to me about it, hit me up. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, all that nonsense. So I'm always game to talk about Manchester United. I'm hoping that at some point in the next week I can maybe find some time in my schedule to do a bit of England review, maybe get Matt on and do some England talk, because obviously we're all building up to the big European Championships next summer, which I'm really excited about, in spite of myself being an England fan. It's a really weird relationship I have with international tournaments. But yeah, man of the match, Jesse Lingard. If you've got anything to say about it, let me know. Thanks for watching if you did, and I'll see you later.